and welcome to this video. My name is Mary Amondo, in charge of training and career advisory services here at Corporate Staffing. And today we'll be discussing about 5 key skills that will earn you a higher salary with a reference to here in Kenya. As usual, I am joined by our CEO, Mr. Paminas Wainaina, who I'll be having this discussion with. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Mary.
Great.
Yeah.
We are looking at skills that will earn us higher salaries.
Yes, today we are talking about
Kenya.
money. And I know money is it's a favorite topic for
Yes,
many of us.
Very true.
Yeah.
So just to begin with, which are these high skills that are in high demand within the Kenyan job market?
Yeah. Now, when it comes to skills, Mary, there's what you are taught in college. And then there's also the real life. So a lot of us, we are where we are because we only focus on what we are taught in college. And we think that will make us successful. Unfortunately, based on my 13 years of experience in HR and recruitment, I know the situation, as you say, is different. Kwa ground, Yeah. So what you are taught in college and where you have the certificates, all those things, we call those technical skills. And they help you with the ability to do the job. But any HR practitioner will tell you, over and above that, the other things that you need to be successful. And this is where the soft skills come in. And I believe, I don't know whether you've wondered, especially politicians, you've ever looked at someone, they didn't go to school, but they're able to engage and interact with who is who, and they're quite even successful, even when you look at in terms of their, their financial well-being.
Very true.
And this is because these are the people who've mastered the soft skills. So I can talk about someone like Jenga Karume. He didn't have a degree. I believe he didn't even have a diploma, but he was able to move with who is who. I mean, the Moi Kibakis were his friend. Recently, Bob Corimo, did you know he was just a diploma graduate? But here he was running the most successful company in East and Central Africa, hiring people who have PhDs, MBAs. So what do these people, what have they learned that the rest of us can learn? It's about the soft skills. And which are these soft skills? Number one is emotional intelligence. Mary, how do you relate with people? That's where emotional intelligence comes in. Number two is leadership. The ability to bring people together, to motivate. You can be able to do that without being a degree holder. I'm sure in any company you've met this individual who, they could be having those low-ranking jobs. It could be a messenger, it could be the tea girl, office assistant, driver, but they carry with them a lot of crowd. These are the people who you go even to the MD. There are offices in this country that a driver can take you, or a messenger.
Very true.
Yeah, that someone quite senior cannot be able to open. And again, we see, these are people who have leadership skills, emotional intelligence skills. The other skill is communication. Obviously the ability to persuade, negotiate, explain your way. So communication skills are very important. Something else which is also coming up in a big way is adaptability and flexibility. Why? The world today is changing. Every day is changing. The other day we had COVID. Just after COVID, there's a war. There are wars happening all over the world. After wars, like in Kenya, we have taxes. So how do you adapt to all these changing situations, both at a professional and a personal level? Yeah. So I think top of mind, those are the ones, although I would also add problem solving and conflict resolution skills, because again, you're dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. So there are always things that you'll arise that, need for you to sit on a table and agree. Yeah. So I would say, apart from your technical skills, pay emphasis on these soft skills if you want to see, your life improve, not just money-wise, but, even in terms of happiness. Yeah.
Great. And how can job seekers or professionals develop and even demonstrate these skills effectively to earn a higher salary?
So there are a few things you can do. Number one is self-assessment. So I've highlighted some of the soft skills that you need to master. So it's to look inwards and say, I as Mary, where am I falling short? Kama wewe ni mtu wa temper, you see how to be able to deal with it through emotional intelligence. If you look at it and you see, well, my career has flattened. Why? Because maybe I fear reading people. I fear talking in meetings. See how you can improve on your leadership skills. If public speaking is an issue, as we always say here, and it's a course we offer here, think about how can you enroll for a public speaking course. So the first step is self-assessment. Number two is don't feel umefika. Continuous learning is important. Yeah. I'll tell you, the people who made it, they make a point of every day they are learning something new. It could be formal or informal. Either they buy books, they listen to podcasts, they watch channels. You know, you learn.
Yeah.
So continuous learning is very important. The other bit is now, if you're a job seeker, if you've acquired those skills, whether formal or informal, have them on your CV. Because it can be a conversation during an interview. Or when I'm shortlisting, I can look and say, oh, problem solving, I've been able to do this. And that can help you stand out. Yeah. What else can you be able to do? Have a mentor or a coach, you know, people who can be able to guide you. And these will help you shorten the journey. So it's like you going to Mombasa. If you have an aeroplane, you'll make it within Mombasa 50 minutes. If you walk, it will probably take you 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the work of a coach or mentor is to help you, you know, accelerate. Because they will tell you these are the pitfalls to avoid. So if it's for you, it's you, Mary, you are starting at your career journey, you have a mentor, a lady who's maybe 60 years, they can tell you, this is how I handled my marriage, this is how I handled kids, you know, and I was able to juggle the two. Yeah, so by the time you're getting there, you'll have a better understanding. Yeah.
Over and above the skills, every professional wants to earn a
Yes.
higher salary.
Yeah.
Based on the experience that you've had in the industry, what final advice would you have for a professional who is watching on how best they can be able to aspire to earn a higher salary?
Yeah. For my advice to professionals is just look at the most successful companies. What do? They take charge. They don't leave it to the environment. I remember Safaricom came when, where was I? I was I was at the university. And what has stood out for me about Safaricom is they're always out there marketing, pushing the message, being very aggressive. They've taken charge, whether they're sending us SMSs, whether they're on radio, whether it's their beautiful TV adverts, you know, they've always really gone out of their way really to take charge, and I believe that is why they're successful. Equity Bank, the same. So think about any successful organization is because they've taken charge. So you as a professional, my question to you is, this idea of just waking up and hoping my boss will promote me, I'll land in a very good company, is not enough. You're doing what everyone is doing. So why would you get different results? But if you take charge of your career, are you attending a short course? Are you volunteering? Are you learning these soft skills? Then you start seeing things change, maybe. Yeah.
Great. Such a great advice. I was reading an article and
Yeah.
it was all about you are the CEO of your own career.
Yeah. In fact, that's the right time. You are because I, as a boss, I can only do so much. I mean, how often do we get to meet, even here internally? Maybe in a whole month, I only talk to you 30 minutes. I may really not know your needs, so you're the one who knows. So if you came and told me, Pamela, I want to do ABCD, like now the way we were discussing, like you where you began, and now 2023, this is something different from you, and I believe you're learning. Yeah, it's this. You aren't doing this last year.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's because you've taken charge. So when the opportunity came, you had two choices. You could have said no, or you grab the opportunity like you did, and you learn and you perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sparing time to be with us.
Karibu.
Being the CEO of your own career, it's not about your boss, it's not about the environment. Sometimes it calls for you to go over and beyond what you already know, to be able to acquire these skills that we have talked about that will help you land a more higher salary pay in the next level that you want your career to take. In this channel, we endeavor to inspire every professional to get to the level that they want to be, and we encourage you to share with us your own experience, how it has been in the comment section. Click like, subscribe to the channel so that every time you're able to learn more as we share the videos. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.